friends, welcome to YouTube channel. Now in today's class we will discuss about the angular momentum in rotating body or angular momentum of the object. Okay, so angular momentum, for this first we have to define it. So what is the definition of the angular momentum? Very simple definition, it is the product of the moment of inertia of the body and the angular velocity of the body, that means I and omega. If we take the product of these two, we will get here the angular momentum. Angular momentum, it is represented by L, okay, and it is a vector quantity. Okay, it has a particular direction, so it is a vector quantity. So this is definition, product of I and omega is angular momentum. Okay, so according to that, what is our formula? L is equals to I into omega, and from this we can find the SI unit also. For I, it is mass into distance square, so it is kg meter square, and when we multiply with omega, it is the radian per second square. So radian, it is not included here, so it will be only kilogram meter square per second is a SI unit for this angular moment, and formula is I only. Now there is another format for this L. So what is that another format? From the basic formula of I and omega. So below I have given that moment of inertia I is given by mr square and omega is given by v by r. If we substitute these values here, we will get here L is equals to mvr, or here it is written rmv. Okay, so see here, m into v, mass into velocity, it is nothing but the linear momentum, it is small p. So angular momentum L can be written as r into p, that is alternative formula for the angular momentum. Okay, now we will find the expression for the angular momentum. That means we have to prove that L is equals to I into omega with the derivation. Okay, so for this we required one diagram. So suppose we are having this object which is performing the rotational motion. Okay, now see again what concept we have to start. From the formula, L is equals to R into P, it is there. Okay, P means linear momentum. Linear momentum formula, mass into velocity. So first we have to find the velocity from this diagram. Okay, so we mention velocity in the diagram. Okay, now suppose this object we are having which is performing the rotational motion with a constant angular velocity omega. Let it is divided into particles, number of particles. Here we have represented 3, m1, m2, m3 masses, and distance from the axis of rotation of each particle, it is r1, r2, r3 respectively. Now each particle having different velocity, linear velocity v1, v2, v3 shown in the tangential direction in the line. Okay, so let us consider this particle is divided into n number of particles. Okay, this object is divided into n number of particles, each having mass m1, m2 up to the mn. Each particle has distance from axis of rotation, it is r1, r2, r3 up to rn respectively, and each having different velocity v1, v2, v3 up to vn. Now here angular velocity omega is the same, so first we will find the linear velocity v for each particle. So here for first particle, linear velocity v1 will be r1 into omega. For second, v2 is equals to r2 into omega. For third, it will be r3 into omega, and so on for the nth particle. Vn is equals to rn into omega. This is the linear momentum. Sorry, this is the velocity. Now we required linear momentum. So linear momentum can be defined as small p is equals to mass into velocity. So we will multiply each velocity with its respective mass. So for first particle, linear momentum will be p1 is equals to m1 v1. v1 आता just find out केलेला आहे, it is r1 omega. So here p1 is equals to m1 r1 omega. p2 is equals to m2 r2 omega. up to the nth particle Pn is equals to Mn Rn omega. Okay, this is the linear momentum for each particle. Now find the angular momentum for each particle separately. Now angular momentum, we know that L, it is R into P. Okay, so for first particle L1 will be R1 into P1. P1 आता आपण just find out केला M1 R1 omega. So multiply with R1, we will get here L1. So L1 will be M1 R1 square into omega. For second particle, L2 will be M2 R2 square omega. Up to the nth particle here we get Ln is equals to Mn Rn square omega. So now find the total angular momentum, that is L. Now how to find? Similarly again add all this angular momentum for each particle. So total L will be M1 R1 square omega plus M2 R2 square omega up to the Mn Rn square omega. Now observe each term. In each term omega is common. So take it common. We'll write the next term as L is equals to M1 R1 square plus M2 R2 square up to the Mn Rn square bracket, and outside the omega is common. Now observe this bracket. Here again it represents the moment of inertia. Okay, it is a product of mass and square of the distance, mr square. So for each particle we get here summation mi ri square. That means moment of inertia I. So angular momentum, total angular momentum L can be written as, instead of bracket we will write here moment of inertia I into omega. So angular momentum is equals to I into omega. This is the expression that we have defined in the definition. L is equals to I into omega. Okay. So this expression, hope you understand all. Okay. If you have any doubt regarding any relations, then please comment here. First, एकच गोष्ट लक्षात ठेवायची आहे की फ्रॉम वेअर वी हॅव टू स्टार्ट, आणि याच्यासाठी मी ह्या डेरिव्हेशन स्टार्ट करताना डायग्राम ज्यावेळेस घेतो त्यावेळेस हिंट दिलेले आहेत की आपल्याला फॉर्म्युला जो आहे तो डोक्यात घ्यायचा आहे की आर इंटू पी आहे, मोमेंटम आहे तर मास इंटू वेलॉसिटी आहे. सो वेलॉसिटीपासून ही डायग्राम डेरिव्हेशन स्टार्ट व्हायला पाहिजे. ओके. सो होप यू अंडरस्टँड. ओके. इफ यू लाईक अवर व्हिडिओज, शेअर इट.